You're entering Toya K's reality.
Oh, hello everyone. It is Latoya here and I am back in the kitchen, but I'm not cooking today. I'm baking. That's right. I am baking in the kitchen today. And you guys don't know this, but this is a milestone for me. I am not a baker by any means. And so for me to be in the kitchen baking a cake for you guys is kind of monumental. You might want to watch this.
Okay, so looking at the box, we are going to go ahead and preheat our oven to 350 degrees. And then these are the ingredients that I'm using that were actually on the box, in addition to the apples. So you'll see me here, I have peeled the apples. I'm peeling the last one. This was kind of hard to do because apples are hard to peel, man. It took me forever to peel all those apples. Okay, so now that we got our 6 apples peeled, I actually chopped them up into small pieces, and I'm going to go ahead and add I think it was 2 tablespoons of lemon juice, or 2 teaspoons of lemon juice. Clearly I can't read. 2 teaspoons of lemon juice, just because that's going to obviously help them from turning, as well as give them a little extra tangy flavor. It's just going to bring out the flavor in these apples. Really, Onyx? And so then we have some cinnamon, and I am not measuring anything here, guys. This was kind of like on the fly. So I just added enough cinnamon to kind of coat the apples. And then I'm going to also add some allspice. Not as much cinnamon as I did, but enough allspice to give it that extra flavor as well, because you can't have apples without cinnamon and allspice. So I'm just going to take my time, clearly, and stir that all up and make sure that the seasoning is all coated on the apples. So now that that is done, I'm going to add just a little bit of brown sugar, kind of like a heaping tablespoon. But it's just enough to kind of get the apples all coated, and then I'm actually going to add more brown sugar later. Was that a teaspoon or was it a tablespoon? I don't know, but you guys can see it on the screen. I can't. So I'm just going to stir that up and make sure that the brown sugar is evenly distributed. And so I'm going to put that to the side, and I have another bowl, a clean bowl, that I'm actually going to go ahead and mix the cake batter in. So that is our box cake mix. And then I'm going to go ahead and pour in that 1 cup of water, and then half a cup of canola oil is actually what I was using. And I'm going to get that all mixed up. But before I mix, I'm going to add my eggs. And the recipe called for 3 eggs, as you probably saw. So I'm going to crack all 3 eggs, and then we will get to mixing. So I actually used a hand mixer kind of off camera just because it was an awkward angle. So I am going to add a half a stick of butter. I actually get my butter, when I do use butter, I actually get it in the half sticks already. So I think a half a stick is what, like 4 tablespoons? I'm not sure. But it's half a stick. And I'm going to go ahead and add in that apple mixture. And then I'm adding that half a cup of brown sugar. Getting that all stirred up and mixed up. It's really boiling. And it was smelling so good and delicious. I love the smell of apple and cinnamon. Here I'm just adding a little bit of the toffee pieces. I just wanted to have more like a little toffee, like caramely flavor, so that's why I added that. So here I am going to go ahead and spray my bundt pan or flute pan, whatever you want to call it. I'm using my butter spray instead of like olive oil or coconut oil. I love that spray, it just makes everything so easy. And then I'm going to add majority of the apple mixture. I actually ended up not using all of it, but I think I probably should have. And now I'm just going to go ahead and add the cake batter and try to get that all nice and even around as I'm kind of making a mess. Oh. Get all that cake batter in there. And then I'm just going to kind of even it out a little bit before I put it in the oven. So here I am just popping it in our hot oven, and I'm going to set the timer for 45 minutes. Okay, 45 minutes have passed. I'm going to go ahead and pull the cake out. It's nice and firm, so it looks like it is totally cooked. It's a nice golden color. I love it. And I put it on the table to let it cool. So now it's pretty cool. I had it cooling, I think, for about an hour. I had it sitting. And now I'm going to flip it. I'm going to try to flip it. That could be disastrous because the whole key to doing an apple upside down cake or a pineapple upside down cake is, you know, the flipping part. That's the whole point. But looks like we were victorious. I was able to flip it, and now I'm just tapping the bottom of the pan to make sure that there's nothing really sticking, especially not the apple mixture, because it did kind of stick, I think, a teeny tiny bit, but not a lot. So I did spray a lot of butter spray on it to help alleviate sticking. Ta-da! That looks so good. Don't you guys think it looks good?
Okay, I'm back, and here's the cake. So, as you can see, let me see, hopefully it looks good, huh? And then it's really soft. Can you tell? It's cooled, but it's still a little bit warm, which is just how I like it. When I have cake, I still put my cakes in the microwave just to give it a little heat. I don't like cold cakes, but you know, that's just me. So let's see. So it's a little crumbly to me, but you know, obviously that's kind of what you get when you have box cakes. But let's taste it. So it's definitely nice and moist. The cake part is not too sweet. Let's taste a part with the apple. So let me try to get this here. Yeah. Oh, it's crumbly. The apples are falling apart. Okay. Yeesh. Here we go. Let's try it. Let's try it. So that's really good. It's not too sweet. It's got a little tart to it. And with the cake, like that top, like this top layer, like right here, is really good because it's got the cake and the apple pieces. I'm liking it. I think it's really good. So what I would do is, okay. Put the cake down. Put the cake down. Okay. So I like it. Definitely something I would make again. I would probably make a little bit more apple. I feel like maybe I should have had it a little, maybe a little bit thicker. Like the apple topping, maybe a little bit thicker. Or maybe do cake, a layer of the apple filling, and then cake, and then do, you know, obviously you do the bottom. So you do the apple at the bottom, cake batter, a little bit more apple filling, and then the rest of the cake batter. That might have been really good too, where you kind of got like a swirl effect going on. I think that would be good. And then I probably would have added maybe a little bit more of the toffee that I was putting on top to give it maybe a little crunch on top. Well, obviously you put that at the bottom. But I think that would have been good too. But overall, for me, making this for my first time, being semi-homemade, it was a super easy recipe to make. I would definitely make it again. Please give this video a thumbs up if you think it was a good recipe, or comment below if you have any comments or questions. And make sure to subscribe to my channel because I plan to do more cooking videos and just different things for you guys. And I would love for you to get to know me, and I definitely want to get to know you. So I guess that's it for now, guys. Until next time, see ya. I bought a bag of apples, and so I kind of didn't need a whole bag of apples. So it's like, what am I gonna do with all the extra apples? I don't want them to go to waste. And these are good apples. These are my yummy Honeycrisp apples, which I love.